Hi, this is A. Russell. That ain't new tales like a TIL. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Topic I'm going to talk to you today is about girl groups. I'm doing a little series on up and coming girl groups, and this is my second video. My first video was about the Amores and Imagine. You can go watch it on my YouTube channel, and I also put it on my TikTok channel, so you can go watch it on either one of those social media platforms. Anyway, these girls, KatsEye, has been really out here being promoted, and uh, and they came across my Instagram screen last month, and because I was looking at something that Siren had put up last month about they might be performing at some show or something, and so when I scrolled down further, I seen what this KatsEye group was saying they thank Chicago for giving them a warm welcome and receive, and I said, huh? And then the next day when I went on Twitter, I saw that they had did a Gap Jeans commercial. I said, ooh. I said, I just got to seeing these girls. I said, well, let me see. Excuse me. I said, let me see what all is going on. And my question is Cat's Eye the real thing, or is it just hype? And so I said, well, let me look into him. Now, I did watch a couple of YouTubers. I watched one young lady, and she was talking about it. Then I watched another young lady, and she was talking about it. And she has kind of some of the same feelings that I have. Right now, I'm just going to read you the bio and the background that I copied from this. I think it was Billboard magazine or People magazine, some kind of magazine. I got the bio from. So I'm going to read that to you right now. And it says the girl group KatsEye. I said the girl group KatsEye members are okay. The members consist of Laura, Daniela, uh, Megan, Yoshani, Mano, Mano, and they were saying where they're on, and they says that Laura and Sophie uh they're based in LA, and then the other girls are, I think it's two girls based in the US. I think one is from Australia and South Korea. The other one is from South Korea and I think she said Japan. So it's like three or four Asians and maybe one mixed race black girl. She's from Gambia, and then the other members. Okay, and then they said they were formed on the Dream Academy. Now I remember back in 2023 when Netflix was telling me that we might have a movie that you might want to watch, a TV show you might want to watch, Dream Academy. And then when I thought about it, at first I said, I don't want to watch this. This sounds like another Squid Game. I don't watch no game show. And then when I thought about it again, I said, well, it might be like Blood and Water. I said it might be a teenage high school show. I said I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. So I never take a look at it. But come to find out from the bio, it was similar. It was similar to uh the 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 boys American Idol and building a band and stuff like this. So it's like building a band is new with Kelly Rowland, but that yeah, it's building a band. Yeah, Diddy's old show was making a band, but anyway, it's like a reality, not reality. It's like a musical singing competition show, the Dream Academy and stuff like that. And I didn't know that there was a little rift going on when they was at the academy between my new girl and the rest of the girls. They were complaining. Like I said, I found it from another YouTuber's video. I can't think of her name. I think her name might be Jasmine. Somebody can't remember the name, but anyway, I kind of I kind of took that reference from her, so that's why I gave her, that little shout out or whatever. And so this is what I got. This is what I got off of the magazine. It says, it says the group. It says some of the members are from the Philippines and some are from Korea and Switzerland and from the U.S. and is a good girl group. Is a good girl group formed in 2023 from the reality TV competition show Dream Academy on Netflix. Debuted in their debut album was in June 2024. Their EP, the first single from their EP was debuted, and the second followed source stage, stage on the singles tour, and in April 2025 they put out a song called Gnarly. It said Gnarly was their first song ever to be on Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard Hot 200. It says that they released the song earlier this year, and they were saying that I already said where they were from, and then they were saying Gnarly is their most popular song that they have to date. Now I did go on Spotify and I listened to Gnarly, and Gnarly is a pop rock kind of song, almost like heavy metal pop rock song. And they do hear a lot of guitars playing in the background and stuff like that, and they do come out and sing. Now in the article they said the lead singer, and I said lead singer. I said in the girl group is really not supposed to be no lead singer, but the lead singer is I can't remember her name. I know they said uh Yofuni, I think her name is, I think it's spelled Yeonhan. Yashani. I think they say she's the youngest. So it's one of the other ones that is the lead singer and stuff like that. And I was saying lead singer, they have no lead singer, no group. And I did watch the Touch video. Now I did like the Touch video. It was kind of cute. It was a catchy song. I don't know why they didn't promote that more, but I guess because this gnarly song is a hard pop rock song, and you could tell that whatever record company or label they're signed with is trying to figure out what style of music do they want them to go to. Do they want to go to pop? Do they want to go to dance, or do they want to go in rock and roll? So I guess since this gnarly song is popping off, and I like the woman said in the article, uh, the uh, the song kind of got a mixed review at first, but then the more it got played and the more they started doing it, so now, like they said, that's the most number one top song. And I was saying, let me look at some more videos. Now, they sung the song, debuted another song on another video, but I could tell that they had copied some stuff from Beyonce and some other groups, because Beyonce was another one that would always have like a live high school or college band in the background while she was doing it. And they did that too. And it's like they had some all white pom poms that they had in the video. And then the dancers was first, and the dancers move out the way, and they would come in and dance. And then they had the dancers behind them singing while they danced and stuff. And so and so I also watched their MTV performance, and they did sing the song Gnarly. And it was like, I don't know if it was heavy auto tuned or what, but I could barely understand the lyrics and anything. I didn't like that MTV performance that they did and stuff like that. And so, like I said, I wanted to look at that video and get a good feel. And I talked to my niece about them because she know a little bit about them, and she was saying to her they look like a manufactured group. And I said, well, let me watch a couple more videos before I take a thing. And like I said, I watched another YouTube video, and she was saying that she watched a lot of performances, and she said a lot of their performances didn't have a wow factor, or they didn't do something. And I was saying, this young lady saying the same thing that I was thinking. That's where I was getting information. That's where I was getting information, from different sources, and also my niece, because I was looking at, to me, these girls are just a male, just a female version of BTS. And when they was back out in the late night, not late 90s, when they was back out in the mid 2000 or 2010, everybody was going crazy over and going up. I was saying, huh? Why everybody going crazy over it? And then it took, I think it was either somebody from Boys to Men, or somebody from, um, and it was either Boys to Men or somebody from New Edition, because New Edition had just started getting back popular, and after they did their power peak. And they got to saying, wait a minute, this new boy group BTS is copying a whole lot of stuff from us and Jagged Edge, and even Backstreet Boys. And I got to looking, like I said, yeah, they right. Some of the moves I didn't seen a lot of black boy bands do, and that's why I didn't like it, because you can be inspired by somebody's art, but you don't just fully just copy and paste everything they do, and then you get popular off of it. And that person been struggling for years trying to get people to do their choreography and do their stuff like that. And after I first saw the little on other YouTube video where the little spat was between the rest of the girls and the black girl, because she wasn't showing up, and the girl was saying the reason why she wasn't showing up, one reason she did show up late, and then the other two reasons she was sick, and then she had COVID. And I was saying, yeah, they didn't want nobody coming over with COVID. And I was saying that's why sometimes I don't like mixed race girl groups, because it's like if they have one urban girl, she could be a black girl, she could be United States black girl, or from or from Guana, any place over there, and come over here and live, and it's just like they throw them in the background, and then try to push them out, and then when they realize that that person is the one that's carrying the fan base, then they want to bring them back and stuff like that. So it's just like when I saw these performances, especially the one on the VMAs, these girls, can they sing? Yes, all of them can sing. Uh, but the black girl does have the better voice, and also the Indian little chick, she has a pretty good voice. Can they dance? Yeah, they can dance. Like I said, they look like a bunch of dancers that can sing. But do they have stage presence? No. Do they have the wow factor, like when Fifth Harmony just came back to a reunion and Normani and the girls did some break dance? They're like, ooh, no, they don't have the wow factor. They have a little stage performance. They don't have the wow factor. I saw a couple of interviews with them, and it was like only one or two ladies were talking, and it was the lead girl, what they say the lead girl, and it's like they remind me of just a microwave group and stuff like that. And there are other up and coming girl groups that I've already done videos on, and then I'm about to do videos on, that have way better stage presence, and way better stage presence, and also better communication skills, and also better camaraderie and friendship in the group. And I'm looking at, we all know the groups do have a little friction time and time again, but it's like they always want to make out that the black girl is the problem, when it's really the other girls are less talented than them, and they have to do something to make people think that it's her. But like I said, to me, it's a bunch of hype. They don't have the skills that I thought they could have. It's just a bunch of hype. And like I said, I did one or two videos on that girl group Boys World. And like I said, their music wasn't their type of music for me. They did have a good stage presence. They good had a good wow factor, but they kind of broke up. They said it last year, they had broke up because the studio was not promoting them and stuff like that. And there's a lot of up and coming good girl groups out here that has the talent that should be promoted, but they're not promoted because, like Chloe said in her last video, that if you don't do what they want you to do in the system, then they put your stuff to the back burner, and that's what it is. And these girls they're okay. But to me, if they don't work on their stage presence and their other stuff, they're gonna be a one and done. That's all I have for this video. This is A Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a Ti is. I am out.